Hi, everyone. My name is Justine Laser, and I am an Elite One Platinum Black One on Sarah and Tony Zolecki's team. And what a great team that we are a part of. I feel so blessed to have them as leaders, as I know all of you do too. And I feel very honored to come to you guys tonight and have a little chance to share some things that I have learned along the way after 10 years in the industry and 4.5 years here at Modere. And so tonight I wanted to talk to you guys all about the 3 pillars of belief in network marketing. So belief matters in this industry way more than you can possibly imagine. It is one of the most important parts of our business. And we might not really give a lot of thought to the word belief. So I looked it up in the dictionary, to the online dictionary. We don't have dictionaries anymore, to just really get a grasp of what it means. So belief is the trust, faith, and confidence in someone or something. It is a feeling of being sure that a person or a thing exists or is true and is trustworthy. And that's why this is so important in your network marketing career. So I want you to think about a 3-legged stool. When was the last time that you gave any thought to that? Do you know where they or what they originated for? They were for people who were milking cows. I don't know why they didn't put 4 legs on them, but they put 3 legs on them. And here's the thing. If you would have one that was not the same length as another, or one of them broke off, you couldn't sit on the stool anymore. You would fall off. It is the same thing with our belief here in this industry. We have to have these 3 pillars. Now, we don't use 3-legged stools anymore. I can't tell you the last time I even thought of one. But here's the thing. Now, this is big, so I'm not going to be able to show it to you, but this is a tripod, right? We all use tripods today. My phone is sitting on one, but this is a tripod. Have you ever tried to put your tripod on a smaller space than what the legs opened, and it got really wiggly and it was going back and forth and it didn't stay up straight? That's the same type of analogy. The tripod, you have to have all 3 legs of your tripod nice and strong and spread out so that you can keep your phone or your camera nice and even. It is the same thing, the same metaphor as our belief in network marketing. So I hope you have your notes ready. Hope you drew a little stool with 3 legs or a tripod so that you can think about that. And let's get to pillar number 1. Pillar number 1 is belief in your company and your products. So here's the thing. Do you believe that your products are effective? Do you believe Modere products are effective? Do you believe that they're worth the price? Do you believe that they're special, that they're unique, that they're first to market, that they're different than any other companies out there? Do you believe that they're superior? Do you believe that they're going to really help people look and feel better? Do you have that belief about our products? Do you trust and believe in our CEO, Ozma? Do you trust and believe in your team, in your upline, in your elite 3s, your elite blacks? Do you believe in them? Do you know that they're going to be there for you? Do you trust and believe in our manufacturing, in our ability to innovate and bring first to market products, that we can stay relevant and new, that we have a compensation plan that is better than any others out there? Do you believe that we're going to get paid on time and that we're going to get paid correctly? Do you believe that what you sell is better than anything else out there? And do you believe that anyone can achieve success here? If you answered yes to those questions, you have a true belief in our company. And why wouldn't you? I mean, let's think about it. There was a graphic that just came out recently in the last week, I think it was. In the first 6 months of 2021, we sold 4.5 million products. We had 600,000 new customers and 40,000 new social marketers in Modere. We are on to something. We have something great here. But here's the thing. If you faltered in that spectrum, if your answer was no, or I'm not sure, or just a little bit off on any of those, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go to your sponsor. I want you to go to your first upline elite. I want you to go to your first elite black. And I want you to ask them to feed into your belief, because we have it. We have that belief 100%. Let them speak to your concerns, and then you can borrow their belief for a little while as you build yours up. Maybe you don't believe in the compensation plan because you haven't maximized it on both sides yet. You just haven't quite gotten there yet. So you don't quite understand what the possibilities are. Maybe you don't believe in the corporate staff yet because you haven't yet been to a conference and you haven't had the opportunity to meet them or to see them on stage in person. I can guarantee you, when you meet Ozma, you are in awe. She is one of the most phenomenal women, actually people, that I have ever met in my life. And I trust her wholeheartedly with my entire business. Maybe you haven't seen results with the product yet because, number one, maybe you haven't been here as long as some others. Or maybe you haven't used them consistently. Or maybe while you were trying to lose weight, you were eating ice cream every night. Maybe that's the reason why. And maybe you just need to start using the products more consistently, day after day after day, and give it the time that it needs. It's hard to believe in what you don't fully understand or what you're not fully immersed in. You need to show up to events. You need to show up to things like this. Guys, I'm just going to tell you, I don't know when July 5th became a holiday, but apparently it is. And you guys showed up. Do you know how impressive that is? That is legit. And you should definitely be patting yourself on the back, maybe have a little glass of wine while you're sitting here and listening to me, because I'm going to tell you, I am truly impressed. You need to show up to the events, to the trainings, to the Modere stuff. Like if you do anything in person with your team. And here's the thing, the more you show up, the more you surround yourself with people who have 1000% belief, you're going to borrow that belief and it's going to become yours. And then one day somebody's going to borrow your belief, and it's just cyclical. Educating yourself about the company, about the people who run the company, about the products, about your leaders is only going to make your belief stronger. So that was number one. That was one of those legs on the three-legged stool or on the tripod. So here is leg number two, or pillar number two, belief in the industry. Here's the honest truth. This industry, in a lot of ways, gets a bad rap. We've all heard the stuff, right? We've all seen it on Facebook. If you're on TikTok, you know the haters are out there, okay? There's haters. Haters gonna hate. It has a bad reputation. That's because there have been, through the years, through the decades, lots and lots of bad companies. But here's the thing. We're a great one. And there are other really great ones out there. We are not the only great one. I want to make sure that we all know that. There's other really, really great companies out there. We're just one of them. I'll just go out there on a limb and say we're the best, though. Okay? Here's the thing. You come in here, you join. You're so excited, and you are certain your mom, your sister, your aunt, and your best friend are all going to join, right? Or they're going to buy. You are so certain. And then they say to you, oh, that's one of those things. That's one of those things. And just a little bit of the wind, goes out of your sails, right? Have you been there? Yeah. Yeah. I could put up like 100,000 hands, honestly, right? Or you're talking to your friend on the phone and you're like, so do you want to take a look at my virtual catalog? And they say, oh, that's one of those pyramid things. And you want to argue with them, but it's not going to change anything. So maybe you just say, well, they're illegal. And they're like, yeah, but they're a pyramid, somebody at the top, the rest at it end. Again, just a little bit more wind out of your sails. And then maybe your girlfriends are going to go out for happy hour and you say, I have a Zoom. Maybe if you go on another night and they say, oh, that's like one of those rah-rah cult things, right? And then there's no more wind left in your sails. It's gone. And your belief has just become non-existent. You're like, nobody believes in what I believe in. Nobody sees what I see. So they must be right and I'm wrong. We've all felt that way. We've all felt that way. Our belief becomes limited because somebody or some people said something. Or maybe your belief gets shaken in the industry because you were in a company before and you have a little bit of MLM PTSD, right? Because maybe you lost money, or maybe there were a lot of broken promises from your uplines. Maybe your company went out of business. Maybe you realized that the products really weren't very good quality. And you have a little bit of PTSD because you put it all out there and your friends saw you and maybe they even supported you. But now you're worried because now you're on to the next one and it looks like you're just jumping around, right? So maybe all your family and friends turned their back on you and nobody bought anything. I was in the industry like, I think it was 7 years before my mom bought anything from me. And she told me I was part of a cult, and she told me my previous company, I was part of a cult and I was part of a pyramid scheme and all of that. I get it. I have been there, and it deflates you, and it really makes you question what you're doing. It gets in your head. But I'm here to tell you that this is a legitimate industry. It started back in the 1920s or 30s. It's been around a long time. Something that is that evil couldn't have lasted this long, right? This industry in 2018 grossed $35.4 billion. That's legitimate, okay? The wellness and cosmetics and personal care are the top selling categories. Guess what? Where are we? Right there. Right there. That's us. Direct sales have risen 79% in the past decade. People are buying from this space. They want to buy from this space. In 2017, multi-level marketing reached 116.7 million distributors worldwide. That's a lot of people. We're not all crazy. Maybe half of us, but not all of us are crazy, okay? We're part of a real live industry. This space, and I'm looking around, I'm seeing a lot of females. Am I seeing all females? I think so. Well, I'm only on one's page, but where I'm looking, it's all females, okay? So it is one of the few places where women can earn dollar for dollar what men earn. Ladies, we are in the right space. In 2018, multi-level marketing was on pace to generate $1.5 trillion in the next 5 years. That was in 2018. That's a lot of sales, right? We're part of that space. It is legitimate. You can hold your head up high. You can say without a doubt, it is not a scheme. It is a business. It is an industry that has been around over 100 years. And there are a lot of people who are supporting families with this industry. And I'm just one of them. Okay, you can say that. Educate yourself about the industry. You can Google it. You can read books about it. You will realize when you start looking this stuff up that this is a good industry and that it's an industry where we can support our families, where we can bring on side income, where we can help other people, whether it's helping them to look better, feel better, or earn better. This industry can do that for you and for anybody that you care about. And you can say that with passion, and you can say that with positivity and with complete respect, and also knowing that you are telling the absolute truth. So how can you get even more belief? Well, you can Google things, you can read things, but you can also get to some generic network marketing conferences. So for example, GoPro. I don't know if it's in person this year or not. I hope it is. I have been to GoPro in person in Las Vegas. Amazing. What is it? The most powerful women in network marketing. I know it was online this year. Again, in person is even more powerful. It's powerful when you're watching it on a computer, but in person is more powerful. And the reason I say that this is a great thing to do, it's one thing to hear the success stories here at Modere. We hear them. Sometimes, it's kind of like blah, 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 because we hear it all the time. But when you see person after person after person after person up on stage, 7-figure earners, you realize that this is even bigger than Modere. This is a legitimate business and industry, okay? The third pillar, the third leg on the stool, the third leg on the tripod, the thing that's going to make us hold everything up. Do you know what it's going to be? Does anybody know what it's going to be? I'm going to take a sip of water while I see if anybody puts it in the comments, because you got to know what it is. That is absolutely correct. Belief in yourself. And for so many of you, this is the hardest one. Maybe you failed at another company. And I say failed like this because we really only fail if we quit, and we quit on ourselves. But maybe you felt like you failed at another company. Maybe you haven't yet reached your goals here. Maybe you came into this industry already with low self-esteem, or with anxiety, or with low belief in yourself. Maybe you grew your business here. Maybe you took off like a rocket ship and you lost a couple legs and you fell down. Or you came in and you did some TikToks and went viral and had a whole bunch of customers, and then you got whatever that thing is on TikTok where they don't show it anymore. And now none of your customers are ordering anymore. Shadow banned, that's what it is. Maybe you got shadow banned on TikTok and all your customers scattered and you don't have that pod anymore. Maybe you just can't see yourself as successful. Maybe you just don't believe in yourself. Maybe your spouse isn't that supportive. Maybe you just don't think that you deserve success. And all of these things have resulted in you not having belief in yourself. I'm here to tell you that number one, you are enough. You deserve whatever success is to you. You deserve to be at whatever rank it is that you're aiming for. And you're cared about here. You're part of a team that truly cares about you. The path has already been forged. When one person has achieved, any can achieve. There is nobody here that is better than anybody else. Nobody. So how do you develop that belief in yourself? It's not always easy, depending on what it is that's holding you back. You really have to give it some thought. But here you need to do personal development. You have to get into some good books. And I am a huge proponent. I know not everybody is, but I'm a huge proponent of actually reading and highlighting and taking notes and then actually applying it. You can read 1 million personal development books and you can listen to 1 million personal development podcasts, but if you don't apply anything, it was just a bunch of noise in the background. Okay? You got to apply it. You need to surround yourself with the dreamers and the doers. This is dreamers and doers right here. You guys are amazing. But surround yourself daily with them. You know, some of us have families that are really negative and you can't just ditch them, right? Like they're part of your life and you're going to have to deal with it. But you can counteract it by surrounding yourself with other people that are positive. Get that accountability partner. Check in with your upline. Your upline would love for you to check in every single day and just say, hey, I did my daily method of operation today. Just wanted to let you know. And they're going to cheer you on and it's going to make you feel amazing. That would never be a bad thing. You might say, well, they don't want to hear from me. Yes, we do. Yeah, we do. Because we want to cheer you on. We want to be part of your life. And we hope that you want us to be part of your life as well. Surround yourself with those people. Get to the events. Show up for power hours that are online. Be with the people who are dreaming, doing, achieving, and positive. It will change your life. Self-talk, affirmations. If I could turn my computer around right now, well, I can check. I can hold up something. I help others look and feel better. Like I have them all over the place. I have one that says, I am PB2. I have one that says, I am a great recruiter. Like I have them all over my desk. And I say those things to myself all the time. You know, even, all right, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. My daughter's on here. She's going to laugh. But even just saying nice things about yourself when you get ready to go somewhere. Like sometimes I'll look in the mirror and I'll be like, damn, I look good. Because guess what? Sometimes I do. And you know what? I'm going to tell myself that because that makes me feel better. Because you know what? The world's going to knock you down over and over and over and over again. You're responsible for how you feel about yourself. You can say good things because you know what? If you can say something about, if you can look at the mirror and be like, oh, I look terrible. How are you going to feel after that? You're going to feel terrible about yourself. Look in the mirror. I'm going to challenge every single one of you tomorrow when you get up and get yourself ready. I'm going to challenge you to look in the mirror and say, damn, I look good. And see how much better you feel about yourself. I challenge you to start doing that. Stop telling yourself that you look terrible. Stop telling yourself that you look fat. Stop telling yourself that you're wrinkly. Stop telling yourself that your hair doesn't look good. And start telling yourself that you look good. And you're going to feel better. Okay, I got off on a tangent there. Okay, so stop comparing yourself. I have done that. I have gone down the comparitis road. Not cool. It makes you feel terrible. Talk about negative self-talk. Compare yourself to somebody who's doing better than you, and you're going to feel like crap. Okay? Stop it. You are where you are because that's where you are meant to be right now, and you are moving up. You are working towards those things. And you have some lessons to learn where you are. Learn the lessons where you are and embrace the journey. Something it took me forever to learn, how to embrace the journey. I used to hate the journey. I just wanted to be at the destination because I thought the destination was where it was at. But I'm going to tell you, it's not. It's the journey. That's where you learn. That's where you become a better human. And that's where you become better at this industry. In the journey. If we all just joined and became elite threes, what would we know? We'd all just think that we're great and not do anything. We have to go through the journey. So finally, I want to just say, who gets to judge what success is? You might see me on here and think I'm successful. I don't think I am. I think I've done well. I'm proud of what I've accomplished. I'm very proud of what my team's accomplished, but I personally have a long way to go. I haven't arrived. I'm not close to being done. And I would bet the Zoleckis would say the same thing. They would say, I haven't arrived yet. I haven't brought enough people with me. I haven't helped enough people lose weight. I haven't helped enough people with collagen. I haven't helped enough of my friends jump into this incredible industry. None of us are done yet. Who gets to judge what success is? Let's just stop talking about money for a minute. This industry is about way more than money. What about the woman who has had a couple kids, has lost her identity along the way? All she gets called is mom, and hun, okay? You know, for a long time, a lot of women never get called their first name. They forget what it is. Okay. I see women shaking their head. They're like, yeah. You hear mom in the store and you're turning around and your kids are 20 years old. So we get lost. We lose our identity along the way. And maybe she joins your team and she finds herself again. She finds something that is hers, just hers. And on a Zoom, she's called by her first name. Who's going to say that's not success? That's success. Finding yourself is success. Let's talk about the woman who maybe is scared to fly in an airplane. But guess what? She earns Cabo. I don't know anybody who's driving to Cabo. Guess what she's going to do? She's going to get her butt on the plane and go to Cabo. Isn't that success? Wouldn't that be considered success? How about the woman who doesn't want to ask her spouse for money to go out with her girlfriends once a month, girls' night out, or doesn't want to take money from the family coffer to get her nails done, but she really just wants her nails done. She just wants that 1 hour a month to just go and be at a salon and have somebody pamper her, but she doesn't want to take from the family coffer. And she makes $100 a month and she gets to do girls' night out or goes and gets her nails done. Who's to say that isn't success? That's success. What about the woman who has always wanted a Louis Vuitton? Always, always. It's been on her bucket list, but she just can't seem to doesn't want to take that money away from all the expenses that she has. And so she makes $100 a month and she puts that away and puts that away and puts that away. And in 12 months, 14 months, 16 months, depending on which one she wants, she goes into that Louis Vuitton store and she picks out her bag and she comes home. Who is to say that is not success? That's success. How about the person who earns the movers every single month? That's success. I hope your team shout that out. I love the movers. That is important stuff. That is new volume every month. What about a retreat that a team might have and people earn it? That is success. We need to stop just talking about the money and the big ranks, and we need to recognize that people will believe in themselves when we recognize every level of success, and it's not just about money. So I challenge you guys. Shout out your friends, shout out your teammates, shout out the people who are part of your team for the things that they're successful at, because not every single person sees success the same way. And not every single person wants to run an elite organization or have a platinum black pod because it's a lot of work and that's not what they're here for. So let's start believing in each other so that we can start believing in ourselves. And let's not put the label on of what success is, because success is so many different things. That tripod, belief in your company, we've got the right place. We got the right thing here. Belief in the industry, educate yourself about this industry. It's amazing. And belief in yourself and the success of where you are. We all are successful in our own ways, and we have to acknowledge that, and we have to celebrate everybody's success. Get near the fire. Stop comparing yourself. Educate yourself about your products, about your company, about your CEO, about the industry. And believe in those things, because we are at the right place at the right time with the right tools and the right team. We have got an incredible team here with Sarah and Tony at the helm, and we are so very, very blessed. I hope that this was helpful. I hope that it gave you a little insight into what it really takes to be whatever it is that you want to be here. You have to have that belief in those 3 legs, pillars, whatever you want to call them. And I hope that this is something that impacts you in some way. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope you have a fantastic week and a wonderful month.